Hello, everybody, and welcome to our daily check-in. It is the day before spring break, so that's pretty exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. I got my awesome LSU hat on and my Joe Burrow jersey, trying to get myself in the most positive, upbeat spirit as possible. Um, I'm looking forward to getting a lot of things done around the house, whether it's cleaning or maybe some reorganizing, anything that will keep my mind off of being stuck in the house. So normally I try to do like some weird facts or, you know, um, name five or, something along those lines, or maybe, things that you can do at home. But today I thought I would try something a little bit different, and I'm going to be talking about kind of having you think about what really makes you who you are, right? Where did you get your personality from? So I'm going to share some personal stories in today's check-in. So one of the things that I care a lot about is kindness. I really try to go out of my way to be nice to others, inspire kindness. For a long time, I've run a program at the middle school called the Random Acts of Kindness, where our slogan used to be kindness, it's not so random anymore. And that slogan came from a very good friend of mine. Her name is Dale Baumwall. She was my mentor when I came into teaching. And she's an amazing human being, very caring, and I couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Having her as my mentor, but also growing up, my role model for kindness was always my mother. So I'm going to show you a picture of my mother. So this is her with the blonde hair, and that's also my mother-in-law. Both wonderful people. So my mother always worked very hard. I remember growing up, she would work multiple jobs, but she always found the time to do nice things for others. And she always used to tell me, if people are giving you a hard time, you kill them with kindness. And she always used to have a lot of other, you know, sayings that she would say all the time that my sisters and I always joke about. Things like, it's a great life if you don't weaken, or my get up and go, got up and went, which kind of, I think, how we all feel right now. But watching her constantly do for others has really inspired me to want to do that as well. And that's probably part of the reason why I wanted to get into teaching, because I wanted to do that for other people. Now, being a history teacher, my love of history came from somewhere. My father was always into history, but I had a stepfather, okay, and I'm going to show you a picture of me when I was young, so, oops, excuse me, no laughing. Okay, so that is me and my stepfather when I was very young. I think I was probably 10 or 11. I'd never seen anybody read more than him. And he always used to read, books were always like that thick, and history books and nonfiction and autobiographies. And he used to know so much about history. And when I would talk to him, I would always be so amazed that I decided I really liked that. And then when I went to high school, one of the teachers I had, his name was Mr. Beavers. He was not what you would see as a typical teacher, but he just made me love history even more. So with my stepfather and some teachers I've had, has really inspired me to be a history teacher. And for my stepdad, so I always carry this with me. This is his tie clip that had his initials on it. I love wearing ties, so if you know me, you know I love my ties. And I try to wear it as often as I can as a reminder of him. And, when he was older and he had passed away, I was in college, and I really never had told him exactly, how amazing I thought he was. So, that's why I always try to tell you to tell your parents you love them, and your family and your sisters and brothers, etc. Because it's amazing how we can tell our pets how much we love them, but we don't always tell the people in our life that we love and care about them. So just, keep that in mind. Now, if anybody who knows me well enough knows I love music, I listen to it all the time in my house. I can't get enough of it. And part of that really desire of love of music came from my father. So here, I'm going to show you a picture of my father. So my father is a jazz musician, and he's played all over the world, and places like Lincoln Center and Carnegie Hall, and he even got to play at the White House, which I thought was pretty amazing. So I want you to think about what really makes you you. So I listen to jazz music and blues and rock and country and rap and pretty much everything. Classical music, Zydeco music. I love reggae music. people who come into your life, you just never know. I mean, my best friend, his name is Marty, or one of my best friends, and probably my best friend. He used to listen to the Beatles, and it really got me into them and groups like the Eagles. And he really made me love classic rock. And I had a roommate who was a really good friend of mine when I was at LSU. His name is Rodney. He listened to country music, so he got me really into country. So you're going to meet people in your life that's going to inspire you to like different types of music or different types of food, maybe get some different hobbies. So take every moment as something interesting and fun, which is going to lead right into our quote of the day. It says, there are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is that though everything is a miracle. And that was by Albert Einstein. And honestly, everything is a miracle. I mean, you look outside, you see the beautiful trees and the grass. It's great. You see kids laughing and things of clouds, and they make shapes, and you see mountains, and there's just so many things that we don't always appreciate. So now that you're home, think about stuff in your life that you can appreciate. Maybe try some new music. If you get a chance to watch Mrs. West's video, maybe try some new art projects or read a book that was suggested by Mrs. Coca. All I can tell you is, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, I'm starting to really appreciate things that maybe I didn't as a kid. And I'm just trying to get these things into your head so you can appreciate your family, your pets, where you're living, anything that you can say is a miracle, because they say every day is a miracle, right? So I hope you have an amazing spring break, and that you take the time to rejuvenate, and when you come back, we'll get back up again, and we're gonna have a great time. So let's just try to make the best of the spring break. And if you want to share some fun ideas and pictures that you have done over spring break with me, I would really appreciate it. Okay, so you guys have an awesome day. I'm thinking about you always, and I can't wait till we can have class again together. And for my LSU buddies out there, go Tigers. And I'll even shout out a Gold Tigers to student initials MM. All right, have a great day, everybody. Peace out.